Oh, are we so close to being done and just about with enough cord to spare. I've been posting about this process on my Instagram stories. Follow me there at Alec Steele. And you'll remember I referenced freehill blades in episode 1 of making the leather buoy sheath, the first iteration of this. Well, he actually sent me a message. He's like, hey man, you're doing that the wrong way. Don't use one of these things because this is not designed to go through 3 pieces of super thick leather like this and stitch together a sheath. Instead, use a drill press and drill the holes once you mark them out with a little divider and then stitch through drilled holes. Makes so much sense, and I wish I would have done that. Oh goodness, the effort that would have saved, and how much neater that would have made this whole project, because I have been fighting the difficulty that I had in punching those holes while stitching, and holy granola do I know that with those insights I'm gonna do just a lot better the next time I make a sheath. Learning what I have learned making this, I'm gonna do so much better the next time I make a sheath, let alone what I learned making this first failure. Speaking of freehill blades, I got to meet him in Atlanta, and that is the most perfect segue into talking about Blade Show 2018. I went there last week while I had my holiday off, and holy moly, it was incredible. It was just a fantastic experience of being able to meet incredible makers, being able to see unbelievable work, being able to meet fans, and just, I mean, I had the greatest time. I got to again meet the gentleman that taught me how to make my first Damascus steel patterns, David Lish, which was just fantastic because that's where it all started, and half of you guys wouldn't watch if it wasn't for David Lish teaching me how to make explosion pattern Damascus. I got to meet Rodrigo Sfredo, the inventor of the keyhole integral. You remember the keyhole integral? Yeah, I've done like 10 of them, but only one of them ended up on the actual final piece. Flashback. That Chris had a keyhole integral, and Rodrigo is the gentleman that invented it. And the amazing thing about this community of knife makers in general, is people are so sharing, they're so giving. They're just happy to give their information freely, which is so wonderful, because he talks to me for like 15 minutes straight, giving me tips on how to do a keyhole integral better the next time. Awesome! I got to meet Jonathan Franco. The information he shared, thank you! I got to meet the Mareko Malmassi of Malmassi Fire Arts. You've heard me talk about him so many times, about the incredible chef's knives he makes, and the incredible Damascus steel patterns. Got to meet Mike Quisenberry Knives, and see the beautiful rapier that he made, and the incredible integral bowie knife work he does, that just all of this work sets the bar so high, it is stunningly inspirational to see the caliber of work that people are making. Just like when I visited the Wallace collection and my mind was blown by what it is that people were making hundreds of years ago. My mind has been blown by what it is that people are making today, and it certainly lets me know that there is never ever gonna be a day where I don't have something to improve upon in this craft. It has certainly let me know just how much of a beginner I am. Oh my goodness, I got to meet the Man-at-Arms crew, awesome bunch of people. Got beaten in an arm wrestle by Liam Hoffman, that was a little embarrassing. I got to meet and hang out with the Grimsmo crew. John Grimsmo, Grimsmo Knives, just an outstanding bunch of people in a different kind of world. He does CNC stuff, I do hitting things with hammers. It was all just such a great pleasure to see all this and be inspired. The best thing is that as I'm walking around, loads of you guys, loads of people that enjoy this show are coming up saying, hey Alec, can I grab a photo? You know, what's up? It's crazy to me. It was humbling, it was an honor. So thank you to the incredible makers that are doing unbelievable work that I got the joy and honor of seeing at Blade Show. Thank you to the fans that came up and tapped me on the shoulder and said hello. That is super exciting, and I love meeting you guys. Oh, the bar has been set high. This is a long old journey to go. Back to the sheath. And with that, the stitching is done. Oh my goodness, that took a long time. So here's how it looks with the knife in place. Kablamo. There we go. Oh yes-o. Now this strap should have been further over this way. So what I'm gonna have to do is wet the strap and try and stretch it so that it will sit nicely here over this little front guard lug. And then we're gonna work out where that sits, poke a hole in it, cut a slot, and then shape the end of this tab so that it's a nice thing to pull off of and be able to remove the knife. Give a little water. You'll also see that what we did is we took some dye and then dyed those slicked edges. I've got some oil on the handle. There we go. So I've got the knife in, here we go with the Grimsmo pen. Oh yeah. That is about the fanciest thing that I own in this entire world. John Grimsmo, Alec Steele collab. I think we're gonna make that happen. Make sure you guys check out John's YouTube channel and his and John Saunders' podcast, The Business of Machining. They are both fantastic. With that marked, I want to do a little bit of a test piece. So I'm punching a hole and cutting a little bit of a slot. We'll see, is that enough? Nope. Nope. We need a much bigger hole in there. I have no idea how I'm gonna do that. That's the biggest punch I've got. No, that won't work this way. Okay, now I know. I need a big hole and a slot that goes out that way. Okay. Ah, moment of truth. Scary. Woo. Let's see if that works. Oh! Wait for it. It needs a slightly bigger slot, just slightly. Oh, yes. Oh, yes, that's it. That's the strap. We just got to finish it. Right, now how am I going to cut this? I think I'm going to do this. Straight across. Oh, yes.
Oh, man. This is that moment. This is that moment that I talked about on yesterday's episode. That moment where you realize that after the trials and the tribulations and the failures and the bits that you messed up, even despite all of that, yes, something is gonna get finished. And holy moly, can I see the light at the end of the tunnel? And holy granola, is that awesome. Man, am I excited. Made a sheath. I made a sheath, and it turned out cooler than I thought I could make it. And I got to the end, and like with all the projects where it really feels like I'm jumping in the deep end, I get to the end, I end up making something that's cooler than I thought I could make, and then I realized just how much better I could have made it, which is a humbling experience. It is an exciting experience, and this is what making stuff is all about. It is about that jump into the deep end. Oh, pushing on through, restarting when there is a failure, just eventually getting there, and then having a little check in that I have a lot to improve upon. Thank you for joining me. We have another t-shirt, brand new, the Steel Buoy, which is wonderfully exciting, and I would love it if you would go grab yourself a Steel Buoy t-shirt right now. The link is in the description, of course, to my website, alecsteelshop.com. You're buying t-shirts is such a fabulous way to support the show. I'm very grateful for you watching, and I cannot wait to see you very, very soon.